Why did you click on this video? A, you just want a distraction from life and are somewhat interested in speedrunning, or you actually want to know some valid reasons on why you should start speedrunning, but then the question, why haven't you started already? Speedrunning in general seems like such a hard thing to get into. It seems like a thing that is so hard to become good or even decent at, but there's far more to it than what you actually see. If you think about playing games or completing a task in a game as fast as possible, your brain will quickly come across the Mario games. You see high precision jumps followed by ultimately difficult out of bounds glitches and basically just so much info that you have to get through before you actually can get into speedrunning properly. Or maybe you think about Minecraft, a highly competitive speedrunning scene that requires skill, but when it comes to piglin traits for example, a huge amount of luck and dedication in order to get a good and representable time. But there is so much more to speedrunning itself. There is more to discover and far more to unravel. Here are 6 reasons on why you should start speedrunning. Reason number 1, speedrunning is a form of archiving games in history. This is arguably one of the most important reasons when it comes to why you should start speedrunning. Every record that is set, every world record that is achieved will in today's online world forever be cemented in gaming history. New records include more precision, more speed, and maybe a new trick that can save up time in the process. This for itself is already pretty nice. You can follow along and watch games be played to perfection. But why should anyone care about world records in a totally made up world? It is the games that are played. Let us go back to Mario for one bit. He is the most important video game figure of all time, completely changing the gaming world when Super Mario Bros. Released for the NES in 1985. This game is important to understand not only the history of an entire company, but also video game history. But besides that, who would play the game in today's gaming world? I'm not saying that the game would be forgotten or untouched and unloved. It's one of the most important games ever created, but the other Mario games could exactly fall into this fate. Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart Double Dash, you absolutely name it. What has this all to do with speedrunning? Videos about the history of Super Mario Bros. Speedrunning gathered millions and millions of views. It made the game mentally accessible for a whole new audience that hasn't lived during this time period, and therefore pushed it back into the gaming canon. And with that, it secured a place in today's gaming world but also cemented its place further in history. Although it's pretty obvious, history is written today, and with speedrunning being this ever present, it only makes sense that the memories of these games will live on almost forever. Reason number 2, speedrunning is the purest form of gaming. Nothing beats speedrunning in this category. Games are played to perfection. Speed, skill, knowledge is all required in order to get good times and to improve in the leaderboards. This improvement is mostly met with new skills and tricks or even new shortcuts that have been found and therefore most definitely change not only the complexity but also the skill required to beat the set record once more. Speedrunning is knowledge of a game combined with sheer skill with a stop clock added to it. That's why it's undoubtedly the purest form of gaming. Reason number 3, speedrunning is peak competitiveness. This reason is one that makes sense, and instead of reading out a long paragraph right now, I should just be referring to the bullet points that helped me to write this script. Playing the game challenged to pure perfection is peak competitiveness. Developing in new ideas, tricks in order to gain an extra second is peak competitiveness. Trying to break the game as much as you need to in order to become faster is peak competitiveness. Skills and traits are gained with long practice sessions, and perfecting the needed skills is also peak competitiveness. And last but not least, competitiveness thrives progress. Progress thrives perfection, and this received perfection results in history, which perfectly refers to our first reason on this list.
Yes, dude. Yes. Yes.
Reason number 4, speedrunning is diversity. I mean, we haven't covered a lot of games here. I mainly talked about Mario and Minecraft, but besides that I haven't mentioned any other games while writing the script. I want to raise your awareness for speedrunning though, and that's why it's absolutely important to mention that almost every game on this planet has a small and dedicated speedrunning community with lots and lots of different challenges to go for. I am a DBD content creator, so I only know about a small portion of what is out there, But believe me when I tell you that you should be able to find what you need or what sparks your interest. Sometimes categories aren't even that competitive and allow you an easy world record. You just have to look it up and try it out. Before I start showing interest in speedrunning, I didn't know that A, DBD has a speedrun.com page, but also categories like fastest generated. I mean, I don't want to brag about holding a world record on the O patch for completing a gen in under a minute, but I have. Reason number 5, awesome communities that offer a lot of help. I need to mention 2 content creators inside the speedrunning scene now, that in my opinion showed almost perfectly what speedrunning can be. Carl Jobst and Summoning Soul have gathered millions and millions of views and sparked interest in something that was as niche as speedrunning. The community that results out of this, however, is truly awesome. Yes, cheating and disgusting behavior exists, but the core is something truly desirable. The dedication for this topic or the games in general is amazing and even put into a better light when you think about all of these tutorials, manuals that have been made, written, that break down runs almost frame by frame. The community is eager to keep evolving. Helping others in order to improve the category is nothing unheard of and is actually rather common. I can only refer to what I've experienced in the DBD scene. Although I come with a huge package of instruction every time I achieve a new record, they always make me feel welcome and appreciated. The whole community and the support is truly astonishing. It brings people of same interest together and helps you a lot in order to produce more awesome content for the future. Leading to our 6th and final reason number 6, speedrunning can be your content creator's starting point. Starting tier lists and restructuring your content entirely is a good starting point. By getting into speedrunning offers so much more. The rise of speedrunning that has happened within the past 4 to 5 years is absolutely insane. The possibilities in reaching a new audience spectrum is also truly astonishing. I can, yet again, only speak about my experience here. The first major push my channel has got was with speedrunning. I broke the gen world record twice. The explanation video about it gathered 1.3k views within literally weeks. This right now seems like a very small number, but now keep in mind that back in the day and to the release of this video, my channel had 39 subscribers. This is a huge push that can't be ignored when looking at my channel growth in general. Another video which covered my second record gathered 1.6k views. And as you all know, my compilation showcasing all S-tier killer records in one video recently passed 100k views. Saying that speedrunning didn't help my channel in any way or form will not only be wrong, but also be truly ignorant to my growth in general. Also, the streams about speedrunning got much higher view counts than the others, but I completely digress. Follow me on Twitch for that matter. If you ever thought about getting into content creation, highly think about speedrunning as a starting point. Either as a runner or as a storyteller who tries to cover all the untold stories about a scene that is so diverse as this one. There's one last question that needs to be answered. Why did I do this video? Put it simple, to raise awareness of all of you. As I said earlier, I'm a Dead by Daylight content creator and I'm not planning on changing that anytime soon. But I want to expand my branches as much as possible to have a place when everything comes crashing down. Also, and this is probably the most important aspect about it all, I want you to try out Dead by Daylight speedrunning in particular. There are a lot of different challenges and tasks that can be so much more than what we have right now. Ultimately, however, I don't really care whether you start speedrunning DBD, but more that you actually pick up a game and start setting world records to cement your favorite game in gaming history. My name is Agony, and thanks for listening.